Billions of years ago, our Earth was a fiery, molten sphere, a swirling mass of incandescent rock. Gradually, this inferno began to cool, allowing the first solid crust to form, a thin shell over a turbulent interior. Volcanic activity was rampant, releasing vast amounts of gases and water vapor, shaping the primordial atmosphere. As temperatures dropped further, this water vapor condensed, unleashing eons of torrential rains upon the cooling surface. These relentless rains accumulated, filling depressions and ultimately forming the Earth's first, vast, primordial oceans. These early landmasses, constantly reshaped by volcanism and erosion, were the fragile beginnings of our continents. Deep beneath this surface, Earth's interior remained a dynamic engine, with a molten core and a viscous, flowing mantle. Volcanic activity was rampant, releasing vast amounts of gases and water vapor, shaping the primordial atmosphere. The solid crust above, relatively brittle, fractured into immense tectonic plates, like pieces of a giant puzzle. Driven by the mantle's convection, these plates began a slow, continuous dance across the planet's surface. Continental drift. Over hundreds of millions of years, these fragments would collide, merge, and then break apart again, in a grand geological cycle. This process, though imperceptible on human timescales, sculpted the very face of our planet over immense geological epochs. Early supercontinents formed as these wandering landmasses eventually converged into colossal landmasses. One of the earliest known, Rodinia, formed around 1 billion years ago, dramatically changing global climate and ocean currents. But supercontinents are not forever. Internal stresses and mantle forces eventually cause them to rift and break apart. This cycle of convergence and divergence continued for millions of years, setting the stage for the next great landmass. Around 335 million years ago, a new supercontinent formed, Pangaea, meaning all lands. Pangaea was a truly enormous landmass, profoundly influencing global climate, ecosystems, and ocean currents. Yet, even Pangaea was not immune to the restless forces within Earth. Internal heat began to stretch its crust. Around 175 million years ago, Pangaea began to break apart, signaling the birth of new oceans. The rifting process allowed seawater to rush into the newly formed valleys, creating nascent ocean basins. At these divergent boundaries, magma continuously rises from the mantle, creating new oceanic crust. This process, known as seafloor spreading, gradually widens ocean basins and pushes continents further apart. Divergent boundaries are where new crust is formed, expanding ocean floors and driving continental separation. Conversely, at convergent boundaries, oceanic crust is recycled back into the mantle through subduction.
This process forms deep ocean trenches and fuels volcanic activity, creating arc-shaped island chains or mountain ranges.
When two continental plates collide, neither subducts significantly. Instead, their crusts crumple, forming colossal mountain ranges. At transform boundaries, plates slide past each other horizontally, often leading to significant earthquake activity. These dynamic interactions at plate boundaries are the primary drivers behind Earth's geological features. The breakup of Pangaea gradually sculpted the major ocean basins we recognize today: the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific. Over the last 100 million years, continents migrated to their present familiar positions, defining our modern geography. Thus, the relentless dance of tectonic plates formed the magnificent continents and vast oceans that define our world. Beneath the waves, the ocean floor is as diverse as the land, shaped by the same powerful geological forces. Earth remains a dynamic planet. Continents continue to drift, mountains rise and fall, and ocean basins expand or shrink. Looking to the distant future, these same forces will continue to reshape our planet, forming new continents and oceans. From the tallest peaks to the deepest trenches, plate tectonics is the fundamental process governing Earth's surface. This incredible, slow-motion ballet of geology, spanning eons, continues to define our home, the Earth. a testament to the powerful, ceaseless forces shaping our planet since its very fiery birth.